All right, let's do this. Everybody's having a fantastic time. I am currently streaming a 24-hour. I didn't think I was going to do it. Just so you know, even when I was making the schedule, I did not think that I was going to do a 24-hour stream. And last night, when I was doing where winds blow, where winds meet, I was like going, well, you know what? It's not what I was thinking it was. I thought it was an encapsulated game, with a storyline that goes on, and this is it's a massive role playing, whatever. But I was like, you know what I haven't done in a long time is I haven't done a long ass stream, and I haven't been able to. It's like getting ready for work in the morning. I don't have time to even stream. I barely have time to say hi to people. And it sucks that it stinks. It's not a great thing that it has to be that way, because I miss people. I miss the interaction. I miss the connection that I feel we have. Watching their streams is like something that I love doing. I did notice that once I stopped streaming, that once I stop streaming, everything falls out. The consistency of doing a 2-hour stream 5 days a week has been actually really good for me. The streams are fair. I do get some people coming in, and that makes my day. And I live for those moments. Sometimes I don't have them, and sometimes I get even more. One of the things that I really hate about Twitch right now, and it might be Twitch's fault. I don't know. They fucking suck. But one of the things I hate about Twitch right now is the spam. The people like coming in saying like AI viewers are at your fingertips. And because I was doing something, I was still setting up, that popped in like right at the beginning of the stream, and I could not ban them from my stream. I know that they were deleted. I know that their account was suspended and everything like that. But what it did do is it on the stream, it had their name and their advertising. which is like bullshit. Alright, let's fix Tiny Deadpool. He's a little bit over. Let's stop. Sorry about that. It's raining. I don't know if you can hear it. I probably can't stop here long. I'm going to go to my usual hidey hole. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, so I totally forgot what I was talking about. But it's good. It's good. It's good. It's okay. We will stop later. Yeah, so I want to be advertising, sending people here to YouTube, and what I'm doing is I'm playing my morning commute videos for my anniversary right now. So you can actually watch me stumble over my words, and drive and this, but yeah, it's yeah, we'll go to my usual, we'll hang out there for a bit. I got a lot done last night on the money emote, and I don't know how it's going to look. I know that it's going to look better because it's going to actually look like there's money getting thrown around. The one thing that I've actually noticed with animating, and I said this during the stream, is that it's not what I add in for the motion, it's what I don't add in, and I let people see what they want to see. Kind of like I guide them, but because it's moving, you can't have it. You know, I could definitely spend more time adding detail in. It is one of the things that is actually been a little bit crazy. Been doing it, and we'll see how it looks. And if it looks kind of wonky, we will fix it. know for a fact that even large, most people aren't even going to notice the details that I put in. Adding a few details in. I put myself on the bill, so there's a Q being on there, and I'm doing that on purpose because if I start making this as an emote for people to have, that will always be the case. I have to admit, I'm in kind of like a weird place with the whole streaming thing. I am. I personally don't know if the consistency is helping. It's definitely, all right, I'll put it in a different way. It's definitely better. I've definitely gotten more people coming in. I've definitely gotten more attraction. The fact that I'm still a streamer, I'm still doing this, I'm still plugging away. The 2 hours is what I can give, and sometimes it's not even a full 2 hours. Sometimes based on how I'm doing, or how the stream's going, I usually end it early and go to bed. Last night I did the 3-hour stream. That's all original content, and because the celebration, the popper didn't show up and saying happy affiliate anniversary tag wasn't given, I was kind of like going, how is this not happening? It is, I have to admit, I've only done this once before, and for an anniversary, and my stream got hijacked. For several hours, actually, and nobody can go into Discord, and nobody can make that happen this time. Which I laugh now that, I can't have people jumping in and saying hi, because it's what I wanted originally, and then I had to put a stop to it. I think it was one of the reasons why when leaving Discord became what I wanted to actually physically do, I jumped on it. There is definitely a reason why I'm still on Twitch and not on Discord. And I know it sounds well, it is hypocritical, because I didn't hate Discord as much as I hate Twitch. Um, you know, if I all of a sudden, miraculously, overnight got 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and they allowed me to put my emotes here, um, I would, I would probably leave Twitch, even without the raid. The raid isn't enough. The raid isn't enough to keep me. The raid isn't enough to make me like Twitch anymore. And the things that YouTube has done, all the things that YouTube has done, as a collective that I do not care for, that I don't like, this is still the better platform for me. Um, the where the winds where that's not where the where winds meet, was a fun game. I had a blast. I struggled through it. I know that there's definitely a learning curve, that I was definitely not. I was on the wrong end of the bell curve on that. But as everybody knows, I am not a gamer. You know, I hate to even say it like that, because when people say, like, going, "Oh, were you doing your art? Were you doing your cute little beads? Were you doing?" And I say, yes, of course I was, because I tout myself as just an artist. I I don't really say that I'm a variety streamer, um, because I think that that's overused. I think people consider themselves a variety streamer because they don't play one game. I do, being a gaming streamer is not a variety streamer. I don't mean to be, sound harsh, but I think they use that term a little loosey goosey, um, because all they're doing is games. Um, the few artists, and I will say that it's the few artists that I know that do art streams plus gaming streams plus this, are mostly gaming streamers. I'm the exact opposite. I am mostly an art streamer with games. But I still don't consider myself a variety streamer because of it, because I'm primarily an art streamer. But in the end, and I don't know how it is for any other streamer. I really don't know how it is for any other streamer. But at the end of the day, I am looking for the connection. It really is all about the connection. I turn people into beans because I want the connection to those people. And in the time that it took me to go to sleep and wake up and get ready for work, I've had more people in the stream, come in than I did for the first 3 hours. And it still always amazes me. But we will get this. We will get through the 24 hours. And speaking about that, We are going to do a regular off the books surprise stream, which obviously, if you're one of the people watching this, it's not a surprise anymore. Two beans. Now, should I do a two beans on YouTube? I probably should. There is a little button in Streamlabs on my OBS, Streamlabs my OBS, that allows me to dual stream, and I'm thinking about seeing how that works. Because if I dual stream, I don't have to move the video. I don't have to export the video anymore. But we'll figure that out. We will definitely figure that out. Oh, let's see what time it is. Bling, 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 bling. We're waiting for the time. I still got a few minutes to hang out with you. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm in kind of like a weird space with the whole thing. I don't even know where I'm going to go from here. Figgy has definitely suggested that we start doing conventions again, and I am looking into it. One of the goals that Twitch has is to go to TwitchCon. I would love to go to TwitchCon, and it has nothing to do with Twitch is the reason why I want to go to TwitchCon. I want to go to TwitchCon so that I can meet more people, make a connection. I literally don't want to walk around. I don't want to do panels. I don't want to, do any of that craziness that is part of the thing. I would rather be like a vendor selling my shit. And yeah, I'd rather be a vendor selling stuff, and drawing beans the entire time. And that, I think, is the goal. I think that we want that to be the goal. And I would love to meet you. I would love, to do this. There was a really good friend of mine a few years back that was doing like a tour, and I even offered to meet them and be on the tour, and I don't even know if it happened. Like, it all kind of like went up and went down. And they're actually one of the people that is in the inner circle. So I would love to have, one, met them and in real life, and to been a part of that. Um, the one good thing about what they did with their tour is that it doesn't seem to have like launched them some any way, shape, or form. Um, so it's not, when I complained about clout and freaking people upset with me over clout chasing, it's like it's not, there's not any clout going to happen. It's just going to be what it's going to be. Um, we were the one issue about going to conventions again is that um, stinky work. Where I'm going to now. Actually, let's just go. It's not that much time. I'm not that early. Stinky work. Stinky, smelly work. I don't want to wait until I retire, because I gotta work for 7 freaking more years at least, and then we'll figure out whether I need to work, an additional 2 years. It was kind of weird because the minimum is 10 years, but do I want to work a little bit extra? Do I want to get to 15 years? Will the retirement age, be like 75? 75. Actually, they're thinking about, I think by the time I retire, I think it might be 70. Which would mean that I'd have to work 10 more years. I don't know if I have it in me. The good thing about streaming, and it's also one of the detriments about streaming, is that I don't foresee ever retiring from it. The detriment is that it's not enough to live on. $200 in 4 years is not enough to live on. And even if I was making $200 a month, it would not be enough to live on. And as much as I complain about Twitch taking all the money, because they took half. So out of the $200 that I've made in the 4 years, they took another $200. So it was $400 made total. And I know what people are thinking. I know what some people are thinking. Like and rightfully so. That ad revenue added up, and you made a lot of money on that ad revenue. And I want to be very clear. I did not make a lot of money on the ad revenue. It barely even moved the needle. Where I was making my money was on bits and subscriptions. And Twitch takes all that money. They try their damnedest to not to let that money slip into my hands. But even if they did, even if they basically, it's one of the selling points of Kick is that Kick is, only takes a small amount. I think they are 30%, but I think they even take less as you make more money for them. And even if they this, it still would not be about the money. I couldn't stream based on the revenue that I was earning. And I can't do something for money that doesn't have kind of like a built-in, what's the minimum that I need? Where's the threshold? And if there is a threshold, that threshold is so far ahead. And then I ask myself, why am I doing it? And you are the reason why I do it. And I don't want you to give me money. I just want you to give me a connection. Be a part of this. Be part of my grand experiment where I test things out and do things crazy and do it wrong and do it backwards and fall into things. And sometimes I need people to guide me through, how to get back on track. Just so you know, the consistency thing was suggested. What I'm doing this year was suggested, and I am doing my best to adhere to it. And my numbers look completely different than last year. There was 6 months straight last year without a stream. And then only, because I did my YouTube anniversary here on YouTube. That was my live stream. But I did my Twitter anniversary, my Twitch anniversary. I did all those things on Twitch. That's just 2 months. Actually, that's 3 months. So 3 out of my 5 streams were like that. And then I did I think an October stream for which we call Diggy Diggy. And did I do another Diggy Diggy? I might have done another Diggy Diggy. But like that's it. But for half a year I didn't even stream. And the reason why, and I say there was 5 Twitch streams. There was 1 YouTube stream, live stream. These are all live streams. So technically I streamed 6 times last year. and most of them in the beginning of the year. And I know what you're thinking, like, wait, you did Orktober, where you turned everybody into orcs. Yeah, I didn't even stream once. The entire month of Orktober, I did not stream a single time. And I'd already fallen into the habit of like not streaming, so it became darn near impossible for me to hit that go live button. Speaking about hitting the go live button, one of the crazy ideas that I had, because I liked raiding so much, was to like raid 1 million people. All right, millions a bit out of the thing, but going in and raiding. And one of the problems with that idea, and the reason why it's never come to fruition, is because I would need more than 5 people. I literally would need an army backing me so that we can continuously just basically have a raid stream. I would need that. I would need a whole literally like at least 20 people. All doing the same thing, pretty much. Or just hanging out in my stream, so that when we raided, it boosted their numbers. We knew to refresh. We were all on the same page. Basically, just throw up a freaking raid message or whatever we wanted to do. And as soon as they say, "Oh, if you guys need to do any self-care or anything like that," they say, "Yep, we're raiding and we're running, raid and run," and then literally we would run to another stream to raid them. And that literally would be the entire stream. And now with the dual streaming, I could really do that. I could actually promote people and have a YouTube video to back me up on it. I think when I freaking closed out the stream last night, I think I had 9 people in the stream, which I was really happy about having. It's perfect for a raid. That's how you know. That's how you know that I gooped up. And if it's not scuffed, it's not streaming. So, but that's how you know that I gooped it all up, is because I didn't raid out. I just basically tossed everybody and came back. When I left to do this morning commute, when I left for work today, I think I had 3, which is better than 0. Is a lot better than 0. We're here. Yay. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. And as always, cool beans in the comments below. Doesn't have to be cool beans, it could be whatever you like. You guys take care of yourselves. Be well. You can actually watch the morning commute streams. You don't have to watch them on Twitch. I'm not going to advertise the Twitch stream. I'd rather you watch them here and watch them in your own time, in your own leisure. All right, so take care of yourself. This is 920th episode of Morning Commute. That's insane to me. All right, I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.